Hi everybody, this is Henry Lee. Today we're going to learn how to paint shrimps. Here is a picture I did long time ago. It's a watercolor painting. Chinese brush painting on watercolor paper. This is done on non-absorbent regular watercolor paper. You can see it's kind of stiff. It would be better if you could paint on rice paper. However, you do not want the brush stroke to be too much bleeding or smearing. Today I'm going to show you how to do the same theme on real Japanese rice paper. As you know, the difference between the regular watercolor paper and the rice paper is the absorbency. The rice paper is absorbent and the watercolor paper is not absorbent. Therefore, the watercolor paper is not smearing as you paint as the rice paper. However, we have a special way that we can control the bleeding or smearing, if you will. First tip to control the amount of water in the or ink and water in the brush. So this is how much ink I would load. I would put on the palette. It's a little bit less than what most students would expect in sumi painting class. So you need to control the amount of ink that pour out from the bottle, only a tiny amount. And I even let the ink to dry before I load the brush. Another way I control the bleeding or smearing effect is the secret weapon, secret material I use. It's called peach sap powder. You can see it's kind of powder. See, you dilute with water. And here's a glass of water. I put it some powder in the glass and add 10 times of water to it to make a glue water. Peach sap glue water, you might call. This is a traditional material we use in Chinese painting. You can get naturally from the peach tree if you have in a backyard. But now it's very convenient. Just get a dry powder anytime you need. Just put it in the water mixed with the peach sap powder to make a glue water. The consistency could be vary, depends on your need. To paint the shrimp in Chinese brush painting, I use a stiff brush made of weasel hair, and I soak the brush with clean water first to get it wet. Then I loaded peach sap glue water to control the smearing or bleeding. And I dilute a little ink to make a gray. And then a little bit amount of ink in the brush is just this much. So loading brush precisely you want. First is like a print of the brush stroke. This is for the head of the shrimp. And another second stroke, just like a repeat a little bit. Reload a little ink again, the same manner. To control the smearing, see, you need more glue. So the amount of glue you use in the water is really depends on how do you need. it's like a recipe rather than formula. So the 10 times of water is just a reference. You can add more or less according to your needs. Okay, now I'm going to make some color for the body. Another advantage of the peach glue water with the ink is to keep the brightness of the ink. If you do not use glue in the water, when you dilute with pure water, you get very thin, and the color lose brightness or value. You can see when I draw here. So use very dark ink to dot the eye and the brain, if you will. I add 2 more strokes to the tail. Now I change to the red whisker brush to draw the whiskers of the shrimp. The whisker indicates the movement of a swimming shrimp, so it indicates the water. It's very flow, kind of. You hold the brush straight, use just the tip. Finally, I add the claws with long, thin arm. That's it.